BYU and then coach the young men that I get the opportunity to coach. And we talk about it all the time about being physical and being nasty and having the ability to set the tone. And we're not going to back down. I talk to my guys all the time about, you got to love what you're doing and you got to fight for it. And if you really love it and it means the world to you, then you fight for it no matter what the cost. And so I was glad to see that today. And hopefully the mentality that we're instilling is we're not going to back down. It doesn't matter who it is.
You guys obviously like to see that intensity and all that, but you obviously don't want practice to become an all-out brawl.
No.
Talk about the fine line of managing that intensity. And
I don't think there is. I don't think you can. I just, you talk to the guys and you tell them, make sure you see the white of their eyes if that's the way it's going to go, and you want to make sure that you don't want a cheap shot at your own team, but those are things that we'll talk about. But man, if I'm backed in a corner and I got to fight for something I love, I'm coming out swinging.
Coach, are you seeing more of the culture that you want being established here?
Yeah, I think so, and I think that this is a great step, and this is awesome, and we're heading in the right direction. But I want to see that on Saturday.
Yeah.
Is Toonie Canuch picking it up pretty quickly?
Absolutely. He's one of my favorite dudes to coach. One of my favorite guys.
Why
Can
so?
he be a Division I offensive lineman?
Absolutely. Can he? He is.
Okay.
Yeah, he is. Absolutely. He's picking it up. He's getting the plays. I mean, I think it's a little fast for him right now, but he's way ahead of where we were last year with everybody being new.
can you talk about Louis Lapuaho and what you've seen from him?
I love that kid. Has a really deep desire to be good. Very, very coachable, physical, and it's only going to get better with every day that comes and goes. And again, I think he's in that same boat where it's a little fast for him, but man, he's farther ahead right now at this point than we were last year as an entire unit.
Last spring, you had almost no players to work with. It was like 5 or 6 players that you were able to practice with. What's the difference this spring, just having so many bodies and all those guys back with a year's experience?
No, we had more bodies last spring, I think. I'm pretty sure we had more bodies, but it just, I think you have that. Everything was new. I was new. They were new. The system was new, and it was just everything was, man. Well, how about this or how about that? Now it's this, and when you can go. And so I think that's the difference, having the year under the belt and all those guys, the 10-9 guys that kept rotating in. Well, now those guys are seasoned. So I think that's the big plus.
You didn't bring in any JUCO linemen, offensive linemen. Is that a sign that you're comfortable with the talent level and ability of the guys you already have in the program?
That would be a safe assumption.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coach, today I noticed that both Christian and Taysom, they scrambled outside the pocket a lot. And in Robert and I's former system, there were some natural passing lanes.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like there's not as many natural passing lanes in the new system, and they're having to get outside the tackle box to make incomplete throws.
Yeah, again, I'll be interested to watch the film on that. And again, it's just the natural ability of what we do offensively. And I think that, if you're going to try and defend those two type of kids that can move with the ball in their hand, I mean, it makes it a little bit tougher to defend. Obviously, in certain schemes, we want to create lanes, and we're definitely working on that. And that's a huge emphasis for us this spring.
Brad Wilcox isn't on the roster, and Bronco said he might be back. Is that the feel you get? That there's a chance he could rejoin the team?
Yeah, there's definitely a chance. So.
Spring camp is kind of a way to kind of evaluate. You kind of know what you have on your offensive line right now, but yet you got some guys switching back and forth. DeAndre Wesley playing left tackle, Yak playing right. Talk about maybe the decisions there and kind of what you're looking for.
This is the time to try things. I mean, obviously you stick to what you got and what you know and what you have, and you kind of, this is the time to move pieces of the puzzle around. Again, both guys doing a tremendous job understanding and studying the game. So as we get more and more reps at Dre at left and Mike at right, it could be a possible thing that's what we get into fall camp with.
Can you give us a status on Braden Kearsley?
Battling, the key right now to him is academics, and so without academics, there's no football. And so that's way more important, and so we're making sure that he understands that and putting an emphasis on that, and very anxious for him to come back with great attitude, and I think I know it's working. So.
So
Last year, the offensive lineman, had to drink out of a fire hose, and so a lot of focus was probably on scheme. It seems like this spring, you've been able to talk a little bit more about technique, and that's got to be pretty fun for you.
Yeah, mastering your craft is fun, getting guys that understand things, and you have those buzzwords. One word means a paragraph, and those guys know all those words by now, but the mantra of the program is will before skill, and so you want guys out there just giving everything they've gotten for the cause, and then you get the opportunity to work on fine-tuning the things, and we're getting there. We're getting close. We're definitely getting close, but it's a lot more fun to work on individual techniques and helping this guy tweak that and helping that guy tweak this instead of just go, go, go. So